It's been a rocky road for the Northern Michigan football team in recent memory, but as another season approaches, the team is determined to change the narrative as they prepare to open the regular season in 3 weeks. We visited practice Thursday to check in with the team about the opportunity ahead. The Northern Michigan football team kicked off training camp this week as they prepare for their home opener on August 28th when they host Minnesota State Moorhead. As camp ramps up, third-year head coach Shane Richardson says there's a different feeling this time around, with players bought in and holding themselves accountable.
There's a feeling of optimism and hope, and honestly, more than that, I think there's a feeling of there's expectations of how we want to do things, and they're holding each other accountable. And I think some of the guys that have been here and kind of endured what we've gone through the past couple of years, they've taken a lot of ownership in it, and they have a sense of pride now to know what they want it to look like in terms of being different, right, this year. And so we've had a good few days so far, and hopefully we can keep that going.
It's awesome to be back out here with the guys. It's been going great. Everyone's brought a great energy and focus to camp this year to really improve by at least 1% every single day.
The Wildcats, who were picked to finish 8th in the GLIAC preseason coaches poll, are coming off a winless 2024 season. While it's easy to get caught up in wins and losses, the team's focus remains on what they can control and doing everything possible to improve each day.
Our guys are focused on what's going on in those four walls of the team room, every single meeting room, what we do in the locker room, what we do on the practice field, and that's all that needs to matter.
Everyone's kind of counting us out right now because of how we looked the last couple of years, but our main focus is just like stay within ourselves and just keep improving and become the best that we can be. And we know that that's going to shock a lot of people when we reach our full potential.
The defensive unit has stood out so far in camp by playing faster and with greater confidence.
I think defense returns a lot of guys with experience, a lot of guys that have had reps underneath their belt, and I think our defense is much more mature. They're in much more of an attacking mode as opposed to kind of a sitting back, maybe more of a shy or timid mode maybe than what we've experienced in the past.
Implementing a full offensive scheme takes time, and Richardson has seen progress continue to build through each year.
This is the second full year of the offense, really getting in its rhythm and in its groove, and I'm really excited to see how we're able to just go out and execute that. And I think that there's really good things coming. There's really a lot of explosiveness that can happen out of the offense.
The biggest question mark for Richardson and his coaching staff heading into camp is who will lead the offensive charge under center. The Wildcats are currently in the midst of a quarterback battle, with a former Marquette standout in the mix for the starting job.
Austin Riddle, he was here last year, has game reps for us, and is a very athletic guy that can do a lot with the ball in his hand. And I think with him, he can draw on those reps that he had. He's extremely mobile, and for what we do offensively, that's really going to help him.
The other signal caller competing to start is redshirt freshman Duke Shovald from De Pere, Wisconsin.
He's got a lot of upside. I think Duke brings a great savviness. He's a really good passer, understands the game from the kind of the completeness of the quarterback position. And so, we'll see how kind of his all-around toolbox can kind of come into play.
With over 30 freshmen competing in their first camp and several spots still up for grabs, Richardson says there will be plenty of opportunities to compete for playing time.
Who are those young guys that can maybe step in and help us? I think there's a lot of spots coming out of spring ball that were really good. We know what we had, and I think there's a few spots that are still up in the air for grabs a little bit and for competition.
While it's still early in their process, the Wildcats are taking steps to create the culture they ultimately want to see.
I have no doubt we're going to win games this year. I have no doubt about that, and really the message now becomes how are we going to handle success when it comes, and making sure our guys stay mature in these moments of, hey, we experience success. We got to make that an all-the-time thing, not just a one game, a game here or there that we just win, but it's got to be a part of who we are.